New Call of Duty, more weapon level grinding. Thankfully, in Modern Warfare 2, the max level cap differs from weapon to weapon. Some weapons have a max level 20, 30, or even at the odd times a max level of 27. In today's video, I will be telling you the best way to unlock these levels because it is quite time consuming, but in my opinion, it is actually perfectly balanced considering the fact that camo challenges inside of the game are relatively easy. Also, before we get into the video, shout out to these amazing people. Thank you so much for subscribing. If you want a chance to be shouted out in the next video, be sure to subscribe. So first thing is first, let's talk about the different options that you have. You have the option of playing the game normally on multiplayer without any XP bonuses, but if you have completed a campaign, purchase the Vault Edition, or have access to any XP tokens specifically for your weapons, I really recommend you use them and especially use them wisely. Now, where would you use these special tokens wisely? Not on normal multiplayer, that is. I do not recommend for you to hop into multiplayer. Don't hop into Spec Ops. I still have yet to test out Spec Ops if it's really good for weapon leveling, but there is a limited amount of weapons that you can use from my knowledge. And overall, playing normal multiplayer of course will give you 1 level per match, but that's usually around 10 minutes each time. What if I told you can get up to 5 levels or even sometimes 8 levels in around 15 to 20 minutes, and that is by playing the invasion mode. If you don't know what the invasion mode is, it is you against players in a ground war situation, but there is an addition of bots. This isn't exactly like ground war, so you will not have the ability to spawn anywhere inside of the map. You will be spawning on one side and the enemies will be spawning on the other, depending on what their objective is. If you have to defend, you will be spawning in your spawn. If you have to attack, you will be spawning closer and closer to their spawn. But in my opinion, the biggest disadvantage is the fact that you have to just run around the place. For example, on ground war, all you have to do is just like die and then you can spawn on any random player or any random flag. This mode specifically just involves you trying to kill the enemy players. That's the basic idea of it. If you reach a certain goal of 1,500 kills or points, the game ends. Now, you won't be able to exactly see how many kills you have, but I decided to hop into a game with weapons that were on level 1 and try to see how fast they level up. I tried to keep the game similar as well, so for the first match I decided to hop in with the Scar. A big progression into level 1, I will not lie, and I did not equip any XP tokens. Throughout the game, I killed normal players and bots, and the different XP that you can get from these players, and I do not know if this applies for both your player level and your weapon level, but let's just assume it does actually apply to your weapon level. In this situation, you can sometimes get 100 XP, 75 XP, or 50 XP, or 25 XP, depending on if you get assists or stuff like that, the usual. Now, normal players and bots will also be giving you the same amount of XP, and the way you will be able to tell the bots from normal players is number 1, the players will behave like, just sweaty people, and the bots will behave like they have no brain cells and will mindlessly walk around the place, and they will look like a skin that you haven't seen on any other player. Do beware, they do kind of, destroy you at times, but after finishing the game with the Scar, I managed to get it up to level 5. And now, do bear in mind, it was a bit of a progression in level 1, but with no level XP and an okay-ish game of getting kills and doing okay. I didn't do amazing on purpose, but I also tried to not do too bad because it was a bit of a rough game, and it also does depend on what invasion map you get, but getting around 4 to 5 levels just for that from level 1 is really good, and the XP seems to be very similar as you go up. It doesn't get increasingly difficult, it just kind of feels the exact same as you keep going, but it is time consuming. Then I decided to hop in with the AK-47 with double weapon XP for half an hour, and each of these matches is 20 minutes, so half an hour is just the perfect amount if you have those. And in this game, I will be honest, I did a slight bit better, but I managed to level up the AK-47 8 times with double weapon XP from a brand new nothing progression level 1. 8 levels in just 20 minutes of getting bot kills and player kills. Now, the cool thing is you can get special score streaks spawning around the place like UAVs, counter UAVs, which will help you out a ton. On top of this, you can level up, of course, your normal character, which will allow you to unlock special things that will benefit you. For example, maybe the heartbeat sensor, tactical respawn insertion, which will allow you to spawn closer to the enemies because, again, as I said, you will be running around a lot. But yeah, without double weapon XP, you will be getting around 4 to 5 weapon levels, and with double XP you'll be getting, let's say, 8, 7, or even maybe 9 or 10 levels depending on how good you are, because that's all it comes down on. You can have a bad game and you can not get a lot of XP, or you can have a good game and get a bunch. In my opinion, this is the best place to just unlock levels for your weapons, and then hopping into normal multiplayer to continue your grind for the camos. Now if you're wondering how to get a bunch of these XP tokens, there are deals specifically in US with like Mountain Dew and Little Caesars, Papa John's inside of UK, and different methods like that will give you quite a lot of XP tokens. And I think the best way to go about it is definitely with Mountain Dew. I think they only give you maybe normal double XP, but double weapon XP is still good. And again, if there is any future method that is better than this one, definitely be sure to subscribe because I will be covering it. Personally, I'm trying to unlock gold as fast as possible, but again, that weapon level is holding me back. If you're curious how to unlock some camos, I did make a video on it, so if you want to check it out, link is down in the description or on the channel itself. And be sure to subscribe. We're on the goal to hitting 35,000 subscribers, and also be sure to drop a like in the video if it did help you out. Anyway, good luck with your grind. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.